8:43 in the morning. That's not the issue. The issue is it is freaking 3 degrees right now. I don't know if you can see. Well, I'm just gonna take my word for it, but it's 3 degrees right now and it's so freaking cold. I'm about to take you guys through a full day of eating. So I'm having some fat burner, and then obviously I'm having my bagels with some hummus and smoked salmon for my first meal of the day. And then I'm gonna go train some clients. It is now 9 o'clock and it has warmed up to 6 degrees, which is still freaking cold. Like, honestly, I can't wait for, you know, us to be able to fly, because I think I'm just gonna move to America for 3 months during the winter so that I can experience American summer and then come right back to Australian summer, because words cannot describe how much I freaking just hate winter and being cold. I think that is the reason for me gaining weight overnight sometimes. I think it's just too cold for some reason. I don't know, my body holds on to fluids. Like, I don't know what happens, but basically my weight hasn't been going so well. I've been gaining weight the last 3 days or so. So I hit a new low after my high carb day. Since then, my weight jumped up nearly 1 kilo. It came back down a little bit, still not the same as my all-time low, and then it went back up again 100 grams today. So I'm really hoping it'll go down. Usually after a leg day, because my leg day is the one that expels the most calories, my weight will go down, but I'm not sure. So we've taken about a 500 gram step backwards today, just looking at my MyFitnessPal kind of 1 week mark. So it's, you know, it's pretty much averaging to about, just moved back about 500 grams in terms of progress, which is not ideal. But again, I'm here to share that it's normal, it happens. We're gonna move on. So now I'm gonna have my pre-workout meal. I'm just gonna show you guys what I'm having. So I'm heating up the veggies first, but I've been having frozen veggies lately. So I just wanted to show you what I was having. It's just this Australian winter veg mix, and it's just so much better because it stays fresh, it doesn't go bad, and I just literally have it in the freezer and then I just pop it in the microwave, and it's so easy and it's cheaper as well. So I've just been having this. Like, I will go to having more fresh veggies soon, but just some days I'm a little bit fuller than others, so I'm not really wanting as much veggies, whereas today I'm really hungry. So hopefully there's a sign that my weight's gonna go back down again today. But yeah, I'm really hungry today, so I'm having more veg. So this is what I have when I want to have veg, and then I'm gonna have some rice and chicken kebab sticks as well. And here is the final product. So just chicken kebab sticks, rice, veg, plain, easy, simple pre-workout meal. All right, we're done eating, and I feel good. I feel satisfied after that meal. Sometimes, again, during preps, if I'm like really deep into it, after each meal, like I still feel hungry and not satisfied and whatnot. But today, after this one, I have eaten half of my total day's carbs in 2 meals, and it's only 9:30. So the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm training legs today, so I want to be very well filled for my leg workout. After legs, I might do some posing practice. Depending on how my tummy feels, then maybe I might do some vacuums and stuff like that as well. So we'll see how it goes. But I just want to make sure that I eat majority or a lot of my carbs prior to my leg training session, so I can use all my energy and carbs to get through legs. And I just hope that I won't be overly hungry towards the end of the day. So sometimes I like to evenly space things out a little bit more, but since we're in the early stages of prep and I still have a good amount of calories, I still want to be pushing to grow. So even though I'm in a deficit and I'm trying to lose fat, that's my main goal, I'm still trying to grow at the same time. I'm a big believer that you can grow in a deficit. You can grow literally anytime during the year, unless you're like at that telltale end of prep. But in general, you don't need to be in a huge surplus to grow, is what I genuinely believe and what works for my body as well. So sometimes I feel like when I'm eating too much, my body just kind of wastes the food and burns it off. It's not really utilizing it. So sometimes when I start eating less, my body starts to really utilize the food much more. And whilst I feel hungry and stuff like that, like I just kind of function a bit better. And I almost feel like I put on muscle a little bit more efficiently, or it stores the glycogen much efficiently rather than burning it off. I don't know. We're still trying to understand my crazy body, but the most important thing is we follow the plan, we move forward, we keep pushing and we keep pushing hard. Too many people try to like question and try to rationalize or ask like, oh, why is this happening to me? Why am I not making progress? Why is my weight going backwards? I did everything right. There must be something wrong with me. It's immediately what people's head jumps to. But I'm here to tell you that it's perfectly normal. This is my 13th prep, or like I've done 11 shows, but this is my 13th time prepping. Obviously the last 2 times I prepped, I did not step on stage because of Miss Corona. So yeah, I've done this a lot now to know that it's normal. Again, I'm very, very thankful that I've had a good first week of prep. Now things are starting to push back at me, but I'm stronger than that and I will push back onto that. Remember that, like, you know, your body and mind, whilst should be working together, sometimes don't. Whilst my body is fighting to survive, I believe that my brain, my mind, and my soul is so much more powerful, and I will command it to do what I want it to do. And once my body trusts me and knows that, you know, we're going in the right direction, I feel like it'll start to give in, it'll start to let go, it'll start to let me take over, and hopefully we'll be smooth sailing from there. Who knows? Every time I talk to you guys, it's absolutely different. But again, it's perfectly normal. Maybe it's not normal. Maybe it's just me, honestly. But you know, I'm just letting you know what's going on in this crazy body of mine. But no matter what happens in this crazy body of mine, my crazy mind is so much stronger and I will push through it no matter what. So let's get this leg session on a roll. I'm home from my leg workout. It was a really, really good leg workout. It was hard to kind of get started because I'm used to training much earlier. But once I got started, I was in the groove. I killed it. I still have a little bit of a pinch on my lower back, so I'm still working on that injury. But today it didn't cause me overly much grief. I did have a little bit of discomfort, but it was definitely much, much better than it was prior. And now I'm gonna be eating my post-workout meal. I'm gonna be having like a Moroccan spice pumpkin soup. No, I'm not no master chef. I didn't make that myself. I buy it in like a bag. So I'll show you how it looks like. It's all gross and stuff now, but this is pretty much the soup I got. I'm having half a bag. I already had the other half the other day, so I'm having that with some barramundi fish. And I'm obviously reheating my fish in the air fryer to get it a little bit crispy. Cook them in the air fryer as well. And there we go, meal number 3, just a piece of barramundi fish and some pumpkin soup. It is now 3 p.m. so I did a bunch of work, did some admin stuff, paid some bills, just boring adult stuff, and then I got 20 minutes of steps done. So at the moment, my step goal is about 10K a day, and that's on top of like my 4 cardio sessions. So the steps I do on my cardio sessions do count towards my total steps, but doing steps is another goal on top of my cardio goal, if that sort of makes sense. So I have 4 cardio sessions a week, plus I aim to hit 10K steps a day, whether I do that naturally from working and walking around, doing stuff, cleaning the house, or if I have to hop on my treadmill to get them done, I make sure I get my 10K done every single day. And then obviously on the days I do cardio, I don't have to walk as much on the treadmill and whatnot. I try to walk outside, but you know, winter, cold, rainy, all that good stuff. So now it's about 3 o'clock and I'm about to eat my 4th meal of the day. And later on, I just have 1 client left at 5 and I'll eat my last meal only after I train her. So this is what I'm gonna be having for my next meal. So underneath here, I have some rice that I season with a pre-mixed kind of biryani seasoning, and then I have a piece of fish there and then a bunch of spinach. So all that has been pre-cooked. I literally scooped this out of like my fridge. So my fridge, I have containers containing like protein and rice, and then obviously the spinach is from the bag. So I just put that into a plate, weigh that out, and I'm just gonna heat that up and it'll be ready to go. So I like having quick fast meals like that are already in my fridge that I can just kind of throw together and pretty much eat it straight away. So this is what it looks like after it's out of the microwave. Obviously all the spinach is like wilted now, and all I'm gonna do is add some salt and that's it. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm in the mood for something spicy, so I'm gonna add this hot chicken sauce. It's a Korean sauce and it's kind of spicy, as you can tell from this little thing here, but it doesn't have much calories, just 13 calories per serve. So I'm gonna add a little bit of that for some heat. So I forgot to add a fat sauce into my previous meal, and I only realized after 1 hour of eating it. So I was supposed to add this. This is what I use for my fat sauce these days. It's an ABC spread rather than peanut butter. It's just kind of cleaner, better source of fat. It tastes pretty good as well. So what I'm going to do is scoop it right into my mouth. So if you guys don't know the best way to kind of weigh this shit out, you put it on the scale and then you zero the scale out, and then you're going, oh, it's very oily, this natural butters, so you need to kind of stir it a little bit, otherwise you just get a whole heap of oil at the top. So I'm trying to go for just 7 grams. So you're just gonna scoop it out until the scale says -7. So there we go. 7 grams of ABC spread straight into the mouth. It is now 6:20. I have showered, removed my makeup, and I'm gonna have my last meal of the day. So for my last meal of the day, I have more rice, the exact same rice that I had before, and then some Heart Smart diced beef. I seasoned that with just lemongrass and pepper, and then I also have some Brussels sprouts. So I'm gonna go ahead, eat that, and I'll be calling it a night. It is now super early, it's 8 o'clock, but pro tip for people who say they can't stop snacking and they don't know what to do in the evening, I have one rule, and that's just pretty much like I don't eat in my room where I sleep. Well, the main reason is because I don't want crumbs and stuff everywhere. So when I used to live with my mum and stuff like that as well, she was really strict. She never let us eat in the rooms, so I never had a habit of eating in the room. So room is kind of like a chill out, wind down, go to sleep kind of place. And then you know, the kitchen, the couch, and pretty much everywhere else in the house is where I would be able to consume food should I wish. So the best way to stop yourself from eating, if you just feel like you just cannot control yourself, is go brush your teeth, go into your room, go underneath the blankets, and then you just can't eat. So you know, that's pretty much what I do. You know, people always ask me, what do you do when you're hungry? Absolutely nothing. Go to bed if you're hungry. Like, there is just no reason for you to, I don't know, be so uncontrollable when it comes to nighttime, especially when you have a set goal, when you have a competition coming up, when you have things you want to achieve. You just got to find things that work for you. Like, a lot of people just think that just brushing their teeth really helps them to kind of stop eating. You know, you can just kind of, some people like to cut themselves off at a certain time. So even people who are like not on a strict diet, just like back in the day, you know, grandmas, mums and stuff are like, oh yeah, we just, you know, we don't eat past 8 p.m. And it's nothing to do with the foods being bad past a certain time. I definitely think that's stupid, but I think it's just a way of self-discipline. If you set yourself some boundaries, whatever it may be. So some people, they set themselves a time boundary. For me, I set myself an area boundary. So once I'm out of the kitchen and out of the living room and in my room, it means that we're stopping for the day. We're not going to eat anymore. That's it. We're just going to chill out, go to bed, and then eat breakfast tomorrow morning. So I'm going to end the vlog here. Hopefully that helps some of you who are like struggling with nighttime hunger. Literally just go to sleep. Do just read a book, especially. They're reading a book and playing games, because your hands are busy, it again stops you from eating and snacking. Like you literally can't because your hands are busy. So, you know, download like a game on your phone to play. Jeremy plays computer games. Obviously, you can't snack when he's like really intensely playing computer games. Or read a book, then your hands will be full, so you can't really snack. So hopefully those help. And I will see you guys in the next one.